Welcome to the English faculty's first cultural moment, I Have a Dream. We've chosen this title in reverence to Martin Luther King and his famous speech. But I also want to say that I see UNEB as an institution which realizes many people's dreams. People grow with this institution. They reach their goals, they reach up to the stars. And in this way, being a teacher in the English faculty of UNEB Campus 5 has been the realization of a dream. The fact that our faculty can and does improve English teaching throughout the state through these hundreds of young teachers that we form and mould. We're going to present a short extract from the I Have a Dream speech. This speech was given by Martin Luther King Jr. on the March for Jobs and Freedom in 1963. It was given on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial to more than 250,000 civil rights supporters, and was a defining moment in the fight for freedom. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood.
I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists and its governor's lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day in Alabama, little black boys and girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and girls as brothers and sisters. I have a dream today.
I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope, and this is the faith that I go back to the South with.
With this faith, we will be able to hew out the mountain of despair, a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that one day we will be free.
Hello, everyone. Well, I would like to offer you for the 40th anniversary of our university a story that I like very much from the book Madiba Magic, Nelson Mandela Favorite Stories for Children. The Cat Who Came Indoors. I'm going to read that story for you. Have a look. Well, the story is Once upon a time, there was a cat, a wild cat, who lived all by herself in the bush. After a while, she got tired of living alone and took herself a husband, another wild cat, who she thought was the finest creature in all the jungle. One day, as they strolled together along the path through the tall grass, out of the grass jumped Leopard, and Cat's husband was bowled over, all fur and claws into the dust. "Oh, oh," said Cat. "I see my husband is covered in dust, and is not the finest creature in all the jungle. It is the leopard." So Cat went to live with the leopard. They lived together happily until one day, as they were hunting in the bush, suddenly, shh, out of the shadows leapt the lion right onto Leopard's back and ate him all up. "Oh, oh," said Cat. "I see Leopard is not the finest creature in all the jungle. It's the lion." So Cat went to live with the lion. They lived happy together until one day, and as they were stalking through the forest, a large shape loomed overhead and whooshoo! Elephant put one foot on the top of the lion and squashed him flat. "Uh-oh," said Cat. "I see the lion is not the finest creature in all the jungle. It's elephant." Oh, so Cat went to live with Elephant. She climbed up to his back and sat, purring on his neck right between his two ears. They lived together very happily until one day, as they were moving through the reeds down by the river, there was a loud bang and Elephant sank down onto the ground. Cat looked around and what she could see was a small man with a gun. "Oh, oh," said Cat. "I see Elephant is not the finest creature in the jungle. It's man." So Cat walked after the man the way to his home and jumped onto the hatch of his hut. "At last," said Cat, "I found the finest creature in all the jungle." She lived in the thatch of that hut happily and began to catch the mice and rats which lived in the village. Until one day she sat on the roof, warming herself in the sun. She heard a noise from inside the hut. The voices of man and his wife grew louder, louder. "Aha! Out came man, tumbling head over heels into the dust. "Aha!" said Cat. "Now I do know who truly is the finest creature in all the jungle. It's a woman." Cat came down from that hatch, went inside the hut, and sat by fire. And that's why she's there ever since. Thank you.
I want to close our presentation saying how important UNEB Campus 5 has been in my life. It has helped me to realize my dreams and those of my students. My mom was a student on the first short graduation course for teachers on Campus 5. She was pregnant with me when she did this. When she went back to do the complete course, she didn't have anyone to leave me with. So I went along too. Then, years later, when I finished high school, I studied to be a Portuguese and English teacher on Campus 5 and went to work in Salvador. When I returned to Santo Antônio de Jesus, I started to work at the college and became a supervisor on the Portuguese language PBG project, which stimulated me to do master course Prof. Letras, which also takes place on Campus 5. I worked on the English language PBG project too, and I finished my master last year. So, thanks Campus 5 for helping us to attain our dreams.